Hello, YouTube. Been traveling quite a bit and home for a few days anyway. It's nice to be home. So, trying to build my queue of videos. Been trying to drop one video a day, and if you appreciate all the people that watch the videos and comment, if it's an easy yes or no or a short answer comment, sometimes I'll just, hey, the short version is this, respond to the comment. But I do read through, try not to miss anyone to read through the comments. And if it's something that's going to be a longer, more elaborate, or a common question, then I normally reply and just, hey, I'll make a video. I have a document I copy and paste it to. Then when I'm downtime or in the same place for a couple days, then I'll try to get videos built up anyway. So that's a bit of the inside of my process. Anyway, for today, got a listener question, and it is, am I doing myself a disservice by doing most of my target transition work in dryfire? I have very limited live fire time, and my indoor range is much closer. So I focus my live fire at the indoor range, testing my connection to the pistol with doubles, single shot returns, etc. But I've also set up some targets in my backyard to do target transitions and entry-exit work in dryfire. Should I be swapping that priority? So, to summarize, when he goes to a shooting range, an indoor shooting range, one target, one lane, you don't have really the option to run around or shoot multiple targets. So, happen to have a Glock today. He's just doing rapid fire targets on one target, so doing the rapid fire pairs, the doubles, testing to make sure the gun stays in contact with his hands, it's not moving around, all of it staying in one piece when the gun recoils. So just testing his grip and the ability to shoot the gun straight, then in dry fire doing everything else. So short answer, yeah, I think that's a pretty good strategy for most people, especially if time or ammo is limited, just because you can work on about everything else in dry fire other than managing recoil. You're not going to stop the gun from recoiling, you just manage it. And so while you're at the range, if time's limited or ammunition, or it's multiple hours to get to an outdoor range, then just shooting an indoor range, doing rapid fire pairs, testing your, use that word a lot, but connection to the gun, meaning the gun doesn't move inside your hands, and when the gun recoils, your grip all stays together. No part of it's, whether it's your hand coming off the trigger guard a little bit, or the gun moving around inside your hands. So just being able to shoot the gun straight. That makes a lot of sense because that's the one thing you need ammo for. Doing target transitions is something I do almost every dry fire session in one form or the other. Some of them I press the trigger, some of them I don't, just assessing how the sight travels between the targets. So I think it's a good plan, but there's always that however. You need to still test what you think is happening in dry fire in live fire. So maybe that's 25% of your resources or your range times. Let's say if you're going to go 4 times, 1 in every 4, you need to find a place to shoot multiple targets, outdoor, rent more than one lane at the range, whatever you have to do just to validate what you think is happening is what's actually happening. Give you some examples. For if you're doing target transitions and you think it's really good and the gun goes where you want, but then when you shoot live ammo, you notice the bullets aren't going where you think they should be. You notice an excess amount of, an example I just made, so much tension, the gun's bouncing all over the place. It's not really stopping precisely on targets. Maybe you notice you are staring at the sight a lot. Well, you didn't really realize you were looking at the sight, but then once you start shooting live ammo and you're seeing where the shots go, they're clustering at wrong spots on the targets. You could video yourself doing target transitions outdoors. You notice you're really afraid of losing that dot, so when the sight moves, you just keep your vision locked on the sight instead of looking out to the target and then having the sight go there, look, sight, that kind of thing. So there's a bunch of stuff that's going to show up when you shoot live ammo. So regardless of what your range access looks like or how often you can get to an outdoor range, you want to still work on the stuff in dry fire and have a way to validate it in live fire at the range. Even if it's not once a week, you still want to get to the range once in a while just to make sure what you think is happening is what's actually happening. Because sometimes if you don't know what to look for in dry fire, you could be missing something or developing an issue, such as staring at your sight, not picking a spot on the target. For that example, just stuff that you need to validate to make sure with live ammo. you actually know where the bullets are going and you're getting the results that you hope to get. So anyway, there it is. If you have any questions, comments, drop them below. Appreciate you watching. Oh, like, share, subscribe, all that crap. If you want to, I guess.